Are you scared yet? Gotta let it burn. What's going on, my fellow high stim pre-workout enthusiasts? I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. If you haven't seen it yet, my 1,000 subscriber giveaway video is still live, and you guys do have a couple of days left to claim your entry and possibly win one of 3 grand prizes. Watch the video. I'm going to link it in the comments below and enter for your chance to win 3 epic prizes. With that being said, guys, today I have a new pre-workout that comes to us from a brand new company, an underground company, and thank God for that, because you know, a lot of the companies that we know and love unfortunately have to get rid of certain gray area stimulants and nootropics that we do love and that we utilize to better ourselves. The FDA doesn't like certain ingredients, and a lot of the bigger companies have to move away from these ingredients, and who knows how long it is until the FDA comes for the next ingredients, for the Araya, for the Alpha-Yo. Who knows, guys? They're dead set on every one of us using C4 and Total War for our workouts, but we're not going to let that happen, guys, and neither is this company here. What we have today and what I will be reviewing is the brand new Scary Hours pre-workout coming to us from Scary Hours Supps. This is a brand new company that rose from the ashes, and this is their pre-workout. They're debuting this, and it is my job as a YouTube reviewer to tell you if it's worth picking this pre-workout or not. This one does have a lot of claims, and there's one specific claim on label that I think a lot of stim junkies will find very, very intriguing, especially in 2024. Is it worth picking up Scary Hours? Let's talk about it. So yeah, guys, Scary Hours, take a look at this. Look at the skeleton here. Very sinister, very scary looking, if I do say so myself. Now, it says on here, warning, in all capital big letters, keep but take caution. All right, so right off the bat, I'm intrigued. It's these kind of labels that get High Stim Ace excited, gets me all hopped up and ready to see what this is all about. Now, the label on here isn't particularly long, and I do prefer it that way. Some of my favorite pre-workouts have anywhere from 6 to 7, 8, maybe 9 or 10 ingredients. I always prefer the labels to be concise, smaller, but have ingredients with purpose, as opposed to throwing in 27.5 different types of ingredients, and who knows if half of them are even working or not. So this here has a couple of ingredients on label. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients. Is this going to be the lucky number 7, or is this pre-workout not worth your time? Today, I ran it for the second time, hitting back and biceps. The last time I hit it was for chest and triceps and a little bit of legs, and we're going to talk about both experiences. I'll let you know what I think. So there are 25 servings per container, which is really, really nice, especially in this day and age where everybody seems to be going the 40-20 route, and one serving will yield 15.06 grams. So you can round it off to 15. Me personally, I'm going to round it off to 16 because that's how I do it. I always add more, not less, okay? So that's how a High Stim Ace does it. Anyway, 15 grams, 15.06 grams for the 1 scoop dose. And the flavor I got here is blue raspberry. I think it comes in another flavor. I think like a strawberry slushy. I could be wrong, something along those lines, but I got the blue raspberry. I'm usually a fan of blue raz. It usually does have a bit of a candy flavor to it, but it goes down easy. And this one here is no different. If you've ever had any blue raz flavor from any company, this pretty much tastes like the same thing. Blue raspberry, candy flavor, a little bit of a synthetic taste going down, nothing crazy, nothing disgusting. It's decent. It's not going to cause you any problems. Let's move on. So we begin with the label, and we do have 4 calories in here, which is really interesting. I don't think I've ever paid attention to the amount of calories in my pre-workouts, but I am on a perpetual cut. So we got 4 calories in here and 1 gram of total sugar. All right, interesting. We begin with L-citrulline malate, 2-to-1 ratio, 5,000 milligrams. So not a big dose of citrulline. You're essentially getting about 3,000 grams of actual L-citrulline, which is bare bones minimum, but it might be enough for you, or you might want to stack pumps on it. We're going to talk about that, guys. Stay tuned to the effects section, and I'll let you know if you should stack anything on top of this or not. Beta-alanine coming in at 3,200 milligrams, the clinical dose for the tingles. And we do have betaine anhydrous for the strength output in the gym, 3,000 milligrams, good dose. The clinical dose being 2,500, so this one is a little higher than that. 3,000 milligrams is really nice. Caffeine anhydrous, 400 milligrams, teetering on that stim junkie number. I like 400 milligrams. Perfect dose for me. I like it a lot. And no other forms of caffeine in here, just the anhydrous, which I'm okay with. Now we got the main claim to fame, the ingredient that is going to have the FDA chasing after this company. I do hope they stay underground. We got 2-amino isoheptane, also known as DMHA, at 200 milligrams. Wow. So a very solid dose. And again, it really does depend on the purity of the ingredient. I've seen certain pre-workouts that had 300 milligrams and they were just okay. And then I had pre-workouts with 150 to 200 milligrams that absolutely had me flying in ecstasy and euphoria. So what kind of 2-amino are we talking about here? Ariogenesis comes in next at 150 milligrams, so that's going to help boost the feel-good mood of that 2-amino isoheptane and get you happy and elevate that mood in the gym, theoretically speaking. Lastly, we have Nupept at 20 milligrams to really put you in a bubble and help you get that extra focus in the gym. Another ingredient, by the way, that the FDA does not approve of. Before I break down my experience running this pre-workout 2 times, don't forget to like this video, comment down below for the algorithm, share the video with a fellow stim junkie or a fitness enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. All right, my beloved community. So we do have the Scary Hours pre-workout here, the all-new DMHA underground hitter. Theoretically, on label, that's what they claim anyway. Now, we do know that there are 2 types of DMHAs. You got the natural Juglans Regia extract, English walnut, whatever you want to call it. And then you have the synthetic lab-made yum-yums that we do love, the one that gives you that good mood elevation, gives you a little of that ecstatic feeling in the gym, gives you that motivation, and really brings the entire package together. The first time I ran it was on Sunday, which was a couple of days ago. And like I said, I did hit chest and triceps with a little bit of legs. Today, I hit back and biceps and a little bit of core. So 2 different types of workouts, and I specifically alternated it like that just to get a full feel of the product. So let's begin with Sunday's experience. I weighed the scoop and it did come in a little bit heavy. A flat scoop yields 20 grams, which is 5 grams more than the recommended serving size. Always weigh out your scoops and your stimulants. So you're going to want to take a little bit off the top to bring you down to 15 or 16, depending on what you go with. I ended up going with 16 grams just to give it a little bit of extra, and I didn't stack any pumps on top of it whatsoever. I didn't want to detract from the stimulatory effect. If this does legitimately have the good DMHA, good 2-amino that we all know and love, then I wanted to really feel it and not take away from it. Sometimes when you pair pump products, it can help with the blood circulation a little too much, and it will lower the stimulatory effect and feel-good mood of that pre-workout. And I didn't want that to affect the review. So both times I ran it, I actually paired no pump formulas on it whatsoever. Sunday, if I'm being honest, was an off day for me. I woke up, I was a little tired, I was out of it, but I was still very excited to run this pre-workout. I was really psyched to see what it's all about. I made my way to the gym, I took the drink, like I said, the taste was decent, no issues there, and I got to the gym. I started feeling a good mood elevation about 12 to 15 minutes in, a nice good feeling, definitely something there, guys. And more than just ariogenesis, I do believe that this does have legitimate 2-amino, but hold your horses. We're going to talk about the sourcing in just one moment. I started training. I hit a couple of warm-up sets. Everything was going fine. I felt good. The music sounded better. And despite me being sore from the previous day and being a little bit tired, the workout was flowing. It was okay, but it wasn't amazing. Everything was fine, and there was no issue with the workout whatsoever. The energy was decent. I was focused. The music sounded nice, and I was definitely in the zone, but in terms of looking for a crazy, illicit type of pre-workout, an underground product that's going to have the cleanest, purest DMHA sourced, I didn't really feel it. And again, Sunday was an off day for me. I was a little bit out of it mentally and physically. I also was exhausted. So despite being in the gym for about an hour and 40 minutes and getting done everything I needed to get done, I felt a little bit unsatisfied with my initial experience on this pre-workout. That is why High Stim Ace always likes running things at least 2 to 3 times to get a proper feel of it. Sometimes we have off days, and if I'm running a pre-workout once and it happens to be an off day, I'm not going to come on here and give you guys a review based on that. I knew going into the workout on Sunday that I was a little out of it, and therefore I didn't get the full experience. So today, I made sure to run it again, but this time I decided to heap it a little bit. So I did go with the full flat scoop, which does come out to 20 grams, like I mentioned earlier, and that gives us an extra 4.5, 5 grams on top of the suggested serving size. And I do think it made a bit of a difference. And also today, I was in a better headspace. Work wasn't too crazy. I did go to the gym straight after work. I came home, I changed, and I got going. So same thing, 12 to 15 minutes, I felt it, but this time the mood elevation was really, really much better than the first time around. And I don't know if I can attribute that to the extra 4.5, 5 grams of the product itself, or the fact that I was in a better headspace in general today. I wasn't out of it, I wasn't super sore, and I was ready, I was focused, I was in the right state of mind going into this workout, and I do believe that made all the difference. Got to the gym, started warming up with some lat pull downs, I started increasing the weight, music sounded good, I was energized, I was feeling really good, and the workout itself was very, very smooth. If I'm going to describe the star of the show, the 2 stars of the show, it's the mood elevation and the clean, smooth, consistent energy. There's nothing in this pre-workout to give you that extra kick to really take you to the next level and get you started in the gym. You need to give in initial work and work with this pre-workout in order to reap all the benefits from it. So me personally, I love Alpha Yo. I know not everybody likes Alpha Yo, but I do believe that this pre-workout would have greatly benefited from even 1 to 1.5 milligrams of Alpha Yo, just to give it that sense of aggression, that initial burst of energy to get you going in the gym. Because again, there's no yohimbine in here, there's no Alpha Yo, there isn't even caffeine citrate, so nothing to give you that initial punch to get you going in the gym. You do have the caffeine anhydrous, and if you're a stim junkie like High Stim Ace, 400 milligrams is good, but it's nothing mind-blowing. It's definitely nothing too crazy. So I felt the energy. It was good. It was clean, and it rose a little bit over the 20-25 minute mark, and then it just kind of stayed where it was. Mood elevation is very, very good. You feel good on this pre-workout, but it's a little bit mellow. It's not too intense. It's not going to drive you to keep pushing those sets harder than you did the last time you were in the gym. So that's where your discipline has to come in, and you have to connect that feeling that you have in your head, that good nootropic sense, which is how I would describe this pre-workout, despite there not being plenty of nootropics in here. You do have the Nupep, and you kind of are in your own little bubble, just you, the music, and the weights, but there isn't that aggressive sense pushing you. You need to make the initial move, and then the pre-workout will help you. You're going to feel really, really good. A nice floaty feeling, a good little head high, a buzz, if you will. But in terms of this being the next illicit, crazy underground pre-workout, I don't think it's it. And I know that a lot of people watching this channel are stim junkies, and you guys always looking for the next fix. So if I'm being upfront with you guys, this product is not going to satisfy that craving for you stim heads. As I mentioned earlier, this pre-workout does not have yohimbine or Alpha Yo in it, which could bring an entire specific audience to this pre-workout here. I know that not everybody likes Alpha Yo. Certain people could be sensitive even to 1 milligram of Alpha Yo. So if you're looking for a drama-free pre-workout that doesn't have you jittery, it doesn't give you crazy anxiety, no heart palpitations, no heavy breathing, no excessive sweating, none of that stuff. You just want a good mood elevating pre-workout that's going to lock you in and have you feeling happy and motivated in the gym with just enough energy to get by your workout, then this here could be a great option. I would recommend this to people that are looking to delve into the illicit world of high stim pre-workouts. If you're a beginner, somebody that's dabbled with products such as Rect from Huge Supplements or other Araya Genesis based products. Say you're somebody that's used to taking Panda Subs kind of products, or maybe Gorilla Mode, or something that's more of a medium stim, Araya Genesis based kind of pre-workout, but you've never crossed that threshold to go full on into DMHA. And maybe you're scared, maybe you're afraid of DMHA, you think you'll react negatively to it, then this here is a great option to get your foot in the door because it's not an intense experience. It's a smooth and mellow experience. And I would really compare this to high-tech pharma. If you guys have ever had Jack 3D, the recent batches, not the ones from 10 years ago, the crazy ones. I'm talking about the current version of Jack 3D, or maybe Mesomorph, or 1MR, or any of the other high-tech DMHA-based pre-workouts. It definitely has the DMHA in there, but it's more subdued, it's more relaxed, it's not that crazy, insane, potent, over-the-top 2-amino isoheptane. It's a little bit more chill. So this joins the ranks of those types of pre-workouts, being a chill DMHA experience, but it gives you just enough energy to get through the workout. Pumps are surprisingly better than average. I was actually really surprised. And I know labels are just labels. I was training pretty hard today, so I did build up a little bit of a pump. I did a lot of supersets, hitting those biceps in between the tricep sets. So I was pumped up. Not going to say that I wasn't. Overall, I was pretty happy with the pre-workout. But again, guys, if you're one of those stim junkies that are looking for the next underground illicit hitter, then this is not it, guys. This is not that kind of pre-workout. But it is good in its own right. You'll feel happy on this, you'll have just enough energy to get by, and there's no crash whatsoever. There isn't an appetite suppression. There's no shrinkage down there. It comes in at about a 7.5 out of 10 on the Stimmy Willy scale. There's definitely something in there. It's definitely got the 2-amino, but it's a more relaxed, subdued type of experience. If you're interested in picking up the Scary Hours pre-workout, then you can head over to the official website, which I will link and pin in the comments down below. And I am working on a discount code at the moment. Hopefully it's going to be live by the time this review is out. If it is, I'll make sure to link the discount code so you guys could save a couple of dollars and also help support the channel in the process. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this review. I hope you found it beneficial, and thank you to Scary Hours Supps for sending this tub out to me for review. I greatly appreciate it, but you guys know that my loyalty is always with you, my audience, my beloved High Stim community. I will always give it to you straight, no matter what, whether I get pre-workouts for free or not. If you did find this video to be useful and beneficial to you, don't forget to drop the like on this video, comment down below for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.